saw the LA Kings do that too. Whether Quick was, having his best game or not, that team responded, and that's what wins in the playoffs. And it was exciting to watch. It was very exciting to watch.
Gentlemen, we have the owner of the Sarasota Ale House with us, Frank V. You're talking to Dave Amerchuk, Lightning. Does a great job. A fan ambassador, Don Henderson, Philadelphia legend, and Roger Henry, Atlanta legend. Frankie V, welcome to the program.
Hey, how you doing, man? How is everybody over there?
Good.
You're great. How you doing, Frankie? Yeah, we're hanging in, man. It's it's a Wednesday evening. It's still sunny Sarasota, Florida, hotter than heck down here, and it's nice to be talking hockey with somebody because it's cooling me down a little bit just thinking about it.
I'll tell you, you don't want to be in New Jersey because it isn't cool up here either.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like I said, it's nothing but hot and musty and humid here, so just the thought about being on the ice somewhere, cooling down a little bit, doing wonders, let me tell you.
Frankie, that new room you put on the side there really is a nice addition, especially with all the plate glass you got and people can see, and it really opened up your restaurant. The food part of it, much more. It's amazing. We're stopping. We were just talking about it the other day. I mean, in 2 more weeks, it's going to be a year since we opened that thing up.
Wow.
Which, for those of us that have been here for a while, we cannot believe that it's been a year already. But then again, we were talking about it this morning, and my God, we're 3 weeks away from the kickoff of pro football today. So, man, time just flies by, doesn't it? It's absolutely crazy.
I know.
Well, it seems like the seasons never end because before you can get finished with one, you're already getting to training camp to start it up again.
Oh, my God, I know. And that's what we were saying. We're like, my God, football starts up in 3 weeks. You got this whole thing. Hopefully we'll get all ironed out with hockey and all this stuff. But it's like, man, it's the middle of August already. We're almost September. Where did it go? It just seems like we had, we were just talking about that new room outside. It's kind of crazy last year with the big Super Bowl party we throw because it was the first year with the new addition and all that stuff. And, now we're going, oh, my God, we're going to start talking about the Super Bowl party already. And it just seemed like we had it a month ago. So, yeah, where does it go, man? Where does it go?
See, Dave, you have to talk to Matt Salmon about bringing the Lightning Roadshow down to Frank's place in Sarasota right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you had some people right next door to us at the bar. There was a Chili's next door to us. Some guys were down here a few weeks ago. And
we had a contract with Chili's to do a weekly radio show down there. Sarasota is a great market for us. I think we've expanded to that market more, with Mr. Vinnick coming on board. There's a lot of fans, that make that trek up north to watch games, and we would love to come down to the Sarasota area.
You're very active in Sarasota, and I only live a couple blocks from the Ritz-Carlton, so...
That's right.
I'm right next door. I don't have to go too far.
That's right. Go where the money is.
That's where the money is, where Mr. Anderson is.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Only my money's purple.
I mean, this town's not lacking for people with money anywhere around it, except for my neighborhood, it seems. But other than that, plenty of it around here.
If I'd have been in the restaurant business or a hockey player, I'd have had money. But where I was, I'm looking for my next dime.
Hey, Tom and Frank, get the violins out.
Yeah,
I will.
Trust me, I'm walking down the sidewalk picking up rocks looking for a dime underneath it. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Listen, they had to sell WR in New York because they were going to go broke, I guess. So I look for everything.
I know.
Oh, yeah, me too.
What you were saying about your son
it's
at the
sometimes
Super Bowl.
stuff you're volunteering to sweep the floor at night. Just hoping you can find a quarter or $1 laying down there.
When I get back, I'll call you up. I'll take that floor sweeping job because I'll need it.
Another free one, Daddy.
Room with your name on it.
You're right. You're goddamn right.
Frank, what's your specials down there tonight?
Let me tell you, tonight is the night that, thank God, I'm not there right now. Because on Wednesday night we do our world famous homemade lobster dinner, which I mean is a deal. You get a homemade lobster, a coleslaw on the side for $10.95, and let me tell you, if you look out over the crowd in there, you would think you're up north on a hockey rink because it's just a sea of gray if you just look at all the heads. You've got pretty much every senior citizen, and now I'm convinced Sarasota, Manatee, and Charlotte County are here at this point.
I wish you guys would just call them crawfish. And don't scare those people thinking they're lobsters.
As the weeks go by, yeah, you would think we're like Red Lobster or we're up in like Bangor, Maine or something like that, but no, we're in Sarasota, Florida. And he said, God bless the old people. That's what keeps us going down here. But, man, let me tell you, as we keep getting more crowded, they can eat dinner at 2:33 in the afternoon. It really doesn't matter to them at that point. So they just keep getting there earlier and earlier.
Well, I went out to dinner with my good friend Joe Patrick 2 nights ago, and, of course, Joe's up in the city right now. We met and had a chance to have dinner. And, Joe ran a great place there in Sarasota for 25 years. Sully took it over all by himself now up on Maine. But I'll tell you, Joe's one of the greatest guys you'd ever want to know.
No, there you go.
Can we bring in a cooler for Wednesday night dinners, and so that we can buy like 3 dinners and take it home with us?
It's pretty entertaining sitting in there. You could make a little stand outside and sell lemonade. You could sell like a bottle of Aerosol or something like that.
Hey, Roger,
you would make an absolute killing. Trust me.
Roger, $10 a little high for you.
You're right. I don't have it. You do.
Oh, trust me, you get people in there that for $11 will try to share the whole thing, and it's they each get 1 claw and 2 legs and half the tail. It's amazing.
Oh, that's all right.
But
Dave will
again,
take care
like
of the check. He made a lot of money when he was playing hockey, so he'll take care of the check when we get there.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that right, Dave?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Anytime you go to Sarasota, you do spend a lot of money. That's for sure.
Hey, like I said, you gotta get here early to get a seat, man. You might need to get here at 1:32 in the afternoon. The way this thing's panning out. Considering a late lunch for the rest of them, it's dinner. But hey, God bless them. You got to love everybody for coming in, and we are happy to say we're one of the restaurants that we're packed every single night. So you certainly cannot complain about it.
That's great. Congratulations. That's wonderful.
That's great.
Thanks.
Yeah, Dave, Frank was one of the big supporters of the Tampa Bay Lightning. You brought a couple of groups up for us last year and that, and hopefully he's going to do the same thing this year. They mail that stuff to you, Frank, so hopefully...
Oh, they are waiting in line. I've actually got people. We had so much fun going up there last year that, I've got people. When I was talking to you about a week or so ago about the packages, I got a girl here, and we were talking about maybe doing that Red Wings game and everything, who is a diehard Red Wings fan. And as soon as I mentioned it to her, and she's one of the ones that was kind of all ticked off last time because I didn't invite her. So, so that didn't go over well. But as soon as I told her, we'll be up there for probably several games this year, bringing a group of people. But
Tommy, Frank and his group are very good to some of the nonprofits here in Sarasota also. He's not saying anything about that, but I will.
Okay. Oh, definitely. Talk about the nonprofits.
And I'll tell you, Frank, he's got to hone in, too, on Toronto because the Blue Jays, of course, train right there in Dunedin. And, boy, do we have a host of Toronto fans in the Sarasota area. So it would be hard to get a group together for Toronto.
Hey, I've never seen more Toronto fans than, and me being a Florida guy, that's pretty much the only place I've ever been out of this country. It was on the northern side of the border of Niagara Falls. That's my international travel in my life. But
same here.
I'm telling you, last summer, not this past summer, but last summer I went up to Cooperstown for the Baseball Hall of Fame inductions, and Robbie Alomar went in, and he was the first Blue Jay in. And I swear to God, you had half of Puerto Rico and 3/4 of Canada were up there to see Robbie go in. So. Yeah, exactly. It was a good time, though. But, those people travel, man. They're great fans up there. They love it.
No question about it. They really
Dave,
do
Dave, I'm going on a limb this year. Tampa Bay Lightning playing hockey in June this year. I'm going on a limb right here on the show. You heard on the show, Dave. Stanley Cup champions. You'll get another souvenir on that finger. We will.
Mark it on the calendar right now. Tommy G's prediction.
That's right.
August 14th, we got it. We have it on record.
I think Stammer had a great. I think it's gonna, David. It's gonna happen. We're division. We got our guys in place, and I always tell you the office. About Norfolk. Those guys you stood ahead of Dustin Tonorski. Those defensemen are young, aggressive. That's gonna be the key for the Lightning season this year. So we got Sammy Sal.
Yeah, and Sammy Cello, they signed. They did some really good signing. On paper, we've obviously gotten a lot better than we were last year. And, it's a long year. I think that, Coach Boucher, it's a young guy that's eager. He kind of gets them to play every night. There's no nights off. And, we're really looking forward to it. I know that, the CBA kind of looms over us, but for us, it's business as usual. And, we're planning our year and hoping that this team can get back into the playoffs. And, I know Steve Yzerman talked a lot about it, and which is kind of amazing to me that the Detroit Red Wings' goal all of the years that he played was just about to try to get into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And instead of trying to win the Stanley Cup and knowing that everybody's got a chance once you get in. So that's what our goal are, and hopefully after we get into the playoffs, then, you and I, Tommy, we can go out partying some night after we win the Stanley Cup.
I'm looking at your bobblehead now, Dave. You had that beard on you right now. You're holding up the Stanley Cup. It's in my den, and you're holding up that cup, and that's what's happening to Mr. LeCavier this year. I'm going bold prediction. This could happen to Vinny this year. I'm dead seriously confident.
I hope so.
Dave and Tom, I wanted to say there's a lot of hockey fans, as you know, up here in the Atlanta area, after the Thrashers moved. And what I'd like to see, if possible, is to arrange a bus trip down there and maybe tie it in if you were playing like a Saturday night when the Falcons, I think they're playing Tampa Bay in December down there. Mm-hmm. And make it 2-for-1, where you get fans to come down to see the Falcons, Bucks, and also to see the hockey team.
What a cool gig that would be, man! You got to put that together.
I'll put it together for you guys. Dave, you know me, why I come up with a lot of miracles down there, Dave. You should know that.
Yes,
I'll put it together.
Yes, you do.
I'll put it together.
It'll be like the end of the 1980 hockey, Olympic team. Hey, do you believe in miracles? Tommy G just put this thing together for you.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll have to get Al Michaels to commentate on the bus on the way down, but it'll be a good time,
Well, here it is. I'm looking at schedule right now. Thursday, November 1st, they play Winnipeg. The next time they play Winnipeg, it's going to be, I'm trying to think right now, get a schedule here for Winnipeg. I'm looking for the football schedules. 31st playing Winnipeg. It's after the January 31st they play Winnipeg, but nothing in between the football season up there. But wouldn't that be something if they had a football weekend? You had the Falcons and the Thrashers and
I think they've done that in the past. I think they have done that in the past. I know. I think Chicago was in a few years back.
I think even if you just had a hockey game that weekend, Saturday night hockey game, right. And then the Falcons Bucks on Sunday, I think you'd have easily get a couple of buses down there.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
That's what you need to do. My buddy, it'd be cool if you could work it out with the Falcons and the Thrashers. I'm a Cleveland guy. My buddies and I do it every year, man. We call it the big football weekend, and we plan it out where we fly into Columbus, Buckeyes game on Saturday, Browns game on Sunday. And then you zip right back on the plane and get back to work on Monday.
I used to do this.
Good.
Hey, I'll tell you, I believe it was 1995. I got the trifecta. We saw I think it was the Buckeyes. I'm not mistaken. The Buckeyes played Purdue on Saturday, and I believe that was Eddie George's final year, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Then we joined. Usually, whoever's the unluckiest one to be the soberest one drives from Columbus to Cleveland Saturday night. And then we saw the Browns and the Bengals. It was the big Tim Couch versus Achilles Smith game that the Bengals beat us on Sunday. And then I got lucky enough to stick around, and on Monday saw Game 5 of the Red Sox against the Indians at the Jake.
Oh!
Which was horrifying because that was the game where Pedro Martinez hadn't pitched in like 6 months and then came back and pitched the game of his life. Yes. And we lost. But, I got to see all three of my teams in 3 days. Bam, bam, bam. So those are definitely trips that if you ever get the chance to take them, you have to take them.
Well, there you are, Tommy. You got a lead in now.
I know.
You get a hockey game on Saturday night, the football game on Sunday, and send them back to Atlanta.
Oh, exactly. Speaking of Pedro Martinez, I believe with that perfect game today, I saw a stat that there's only been one other Latino pitcher that threw a perfect game, and that was Pedro Martinez.
Oh, really?
I think you're right about that. Yes.
Sounds good to me. I didn't hear that, but that sounds right.
I think you're right about that.
No hitters are throwing no hitters like nothing this year. I don't know what.
I know,
not
it's
perfect
unbelievable.
games, but no hitters, unbelievable.
But guys, you heard it right here. Dave,
it was a pleasure talking to you guys. Anytime you guys want to chat, no problem at all. But I got to run. School starts this week for my family, and I'm off to Target to get some school supplies. So
got to buy the pencils.
Thank you very much.
That's right.
Hey, thanks,
Dave.
and I'll be following your foundation. I'm very interested in that. That's a great undertaking.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for chatting.
Thanks, Dave. That was a lightning great player, Dave Amerchuk. We're still with Frankie V, and Don and Roger on the line. Yeah, that sounds good about that. Have Atlanta weekend up there. Like I'm trying to talk to these guys in Philadelphia. When the Phillies come out, Roger and Don, the Flyers are in there the Monday, March 18th game. You pull a Phillies, Flyers doubleheader on a Monday if they're home. They're home in Clearwater.
Absolutely. Well, how cool would that be? Well, you'd have to fly, but you get the people to come. But I'm thinking, from Atlanta to Tampa,
right.
Don and I have done, and we've all done 6 hours.
Exactly.
That's not a bad trip at all.
No.
Right down 75.
Right.
The one of the other things I did want to jump in because this involves Don, and we'll get back to Frankie, but I was very impressed with the USA women winning the gold again, and Gino Auriemma looks exhausted. And but did you see who presented the gold medals, Don?
No, I did not.
Val Ackerman.
Oh, is that right?
The head of USA Basketball. Absolutely, yeah, she was great. And Rita and I were watching it, and I said, she. Of course, I've been to press conferences with her, but the personal note is that Don's oldest son, JD, and Val Ackerman were